So just got home from vacation today, and yeah, my phone fell in the lake. I was trying to go on the kayak, and I don't know what happened, but apparently God wanted me to have a little break from the phone-a-rooski. Fortunately, I do not buy expensive phones, and I have the resources to get a new one. Because damn, being offline like that, even for 24 hours, it was just destabilizing, to be honest. And it made me realize how freaking adhesed I am to that freaking this thing that I'm using now to talk to y'all. So, spent more time engaging with human beings. It was hard to rip myself away from where I was in my head, I think. Uh, really feeling the just disconnect from the way a lot of people that I am around well, just everyone is thinking about what's happening, and most people don't. And observing that and observing the ways that many of the people that I really love and care about still find ways always to connect to their natural frequency, like raising chickens, hiking, um, going out on the water, just putting their feet in the dirt, raising animals, connecting with their kids, the kids that it works out with, and, observing this in my family, and also the thought patterns that are so foisted upon us, like with mental health issues. I ended up having a good conversation with a family member about some, and I hate to use the terminology, mental health issues, because that is just a targeted, a by design harvested area that we really don't talk about enough how integrated, first of all, our mental health is with every other aspect of our biofield. So to separate it out like that already is not accurate. It's not accurate. It's not just mental health. There's many other variables that can be off in the biofield, which are not even explored. So then often this person is pulled into the label and a diagnosis. And God knows, that's the other piece of it. There's these layers of this where I understand why a diagnosis might be needed, why having the terminology bipolar or narcissist or whatever can be very helpful in the realm. And sometimes you just gotta do that and go along with that program. So watching people that are struggling with that, and considering my own history and lending some of my lived experience with the mental health co-opted market share. But there's some helpful themes to it in the realm. It's just discounting the biofield. It's discounting the magnitude of who we are. And seeing people and family members and whatnot that are actually really very, very connected to their original frequency in many ways. And I got some like really great tidbits about ancestors from my cousin that I did not know about. So maybe dropping my phone was a thing. And seeing just, I hate to say, like, we want to call people NPCs, and we want to use whatever we can to kind of make this us and them and disconnect from all the ways that we're all human. And this is really, really hard to navigate. I didn't speak up and say, hey, you're talking about mental illness, and you really need to bring in the biofield, and these diagnoses are labels. And I did get into the piece of it that I feel like trauma is really what's driving it, and people were open to hearing that. So I see these fits and spurts in ways that there's like wild open awareness, but then it's like in comes the program, the AI. We've got that label. It's this, and we've got to do this, and they don't have a diagnosis, and they're not medicated, and God knows sometimes people need to be medicated. It's true. It's the reliance on these, and the fact that we ever really even needed them. But the train has left the station, and for many people, yes, I can't imagine coming on here and, having maybe stabilized myself on several meds or something, and that's where I was, and then I'm hearing like this like bad, it's bad, psychiatry's bad, all of it's bad, it's so bad. You got to get away from it. You can't be involved in the system in any way and it's horrible and it's the beast system. And yeah, it's all true. But we're still in it. We're still very intricately woven with those that we love. And I am not ready yet to just rip myself away and call them a bunch of NPCs or whatever, or just, oh, they're low frequency. And sometimes, yes, you do have to move away from people, and I have done that in many cases. Yeah, you do have to take breaks, but with love and with prayer for me, because realizing we're all just so came in with different work, however you want to look at it with the bloodlines, if you want to look at it just from um, the biofield perspective, just from, because I feel like that just encapsulates everything. So I'm really grateful for that language. It's nice to be back home and have a phone. And yeah, I have a phone and I can talk about the stuff that I guess I don't hear other people talking about, like the complicate. Well, more people are. I'm not saying I'm special. Gosh, darn, I'm mute. I'm just weird and don't give a shit in many ways anymore. I do in lots of ways about certain things, absolutely. Again, it's those extremes, like, oh, I don't give a shit. Well, yeah, I do give a shit about a lot of things. But this doesn't seem to be one that I am willing to try to pretty up or hide what I've lived through. And if I can help anybody feel less separated, and get your ass out and sit on the ground. Maybe that, on just the earth. Because I hate to give directives, because not everybody can access them. Figure out what works for you. It brings you back to your original frequency, like who you were when you were a kid running around. And if you don't have that, I believe that there's still ways to find pieces of it. Just don't give up on you.